Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Matt, aka Team Rage, aka It's Leroy Jank. Uh, I am forced back onto World of Warcraft. Well, not forced, but okay. So I watched the developer Q&A recently, and um, I played Legion, and Legion was amazing. I loved it. It was amazing. It was the most in depth I've ever gotten into World of Warcraft. I'm still on. I bought the game whenever the whenever it released. It's actually one and a half to. It's getting close to the launch of Battle for Azeroth, and I'm still playing. But the only reason I'm playing right now is actually because of the developer Q&A I watched. And one of the things I enjoy in World of Warcraft is PvP. So it's a lot of fun getting new armor. Because what you do is, this is at least what I do. Okay, so you get together in a group, and you fight through all the dungeons and the raids and all that stuff, and you work to get new armor. You go for better gear. You get higher item level. You get better armor, and you get the armor. And a lot of the times, you take the new armor that you get, and you go out into the world and you fight other people, or you go to the battlegrounds and you BG there. So there's a big incentive to work towards getting new gear so you can be better than other players. And it's not like a handout though. So becoming that better player is actually a lot of work, and it actually takes work. So it's being overpowered or being better than somebody is just because you put more work into it, and you maybe have more time and more resources, and that should be how it is. Like, you should be able to spend more time on something and get better at it than somebody who logs on tomorrow and then they just start a new character and they're 110, and then they're almost even as high item level as you are. And the only thing I'm getting at here is, so Blizzard announced that they already messed up the battlegrounds. The battlegrounds are scaled. They scale to your item level. So all the PvPers realize this in Legion and go, oh, item level matters, and PvPers start PvEing to get the higher item level gear so that they can be better in PvP. So that, because the only thing that mattered in PvP this expansion was item level. Due to that, I've had to take my PvP elsewhere, to the world, out in Argus and wherever I can find Horde, so I can actually use the armor that I have on my character. Instead of it getting scaled down, not being able to use my trinkets, not having any stats, pretty much working towards this armor that just gets scaled down. So the point is that they recently announced that not only are they gonna probably continue to scale battlegrounds, where is just terrible, because you can't even kill a healer in a battleground with 3 people anymore. Like, this is ridiculous. People aren't dying. Like, there's no damage in battlegrounds anymore. Like, you can't even do damage. So I've had to go to world PvP, and guess what Blizzard just announced? They announced at the question and answer session that I don't know if it's full on 100% because things are subject to change, but they potentially might be considering scaling the world PvP as well. So it's like, oh my god, can you just let us just play our characters, and if we're better than somebody, then we're better than them. Like, we've worked harder. We've spent more time on stuff. I've gone to the metaphor of a world champion, like, who spends more time in their trade is going to be better than somebody who doesn't. And that's the same thing as a casual player. They should be okay with getting stomped on by a better player. Like, if anything, that should just motivate them to get better instead of just nerfing everything. Like, Blizzard is messing this game up. Like, it's fine. Legion is fine. Like, the battlegrounds are terrible in Legion, but even rated is like somewhat messed up. Like, rated is a little bit better than random because you can control your comp, but when you're taking this to the actual Azeroth now, I thought this was the battle of Azeroth, not the nerfing of Azeroth. Like, what the fuck? For real. If they scale world PvP, what are we supposed to do? Swifty's incredible warrior tricks. What was that made from? world PvP and dueling. All of it was done in the world, like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't, all these epic events don't come from scaling stuff down and making players worse. How would you feel if you just worked so hard to get this armor and you couldn't even use it? Or it's just less powerful than somebody who hasn't acquired it yet. That just then go acquire it. This is ridiculous. I'm so, like, this is totally first world problems, definitely. Like, it could be a lot worse, obviously. I'm just talking about in the context of this game, though. Like, quit nerfing everything and making it okay to be a casual player. Like, if it's okay to be a casual player, then play casually. But you can't be mad at the people that have access to other resources and are choosing to get better armor than you. Like, why is Blizzard catering to these people? So I just wanted to send out a quick video really quick because I'm making I don't even know what date it is unless I look at the calendar. It's April 27th. So Legion is actually coming out in like 3 to 4 months, around that time frame. I'm spending the next 3 or 4 months in Argus on my rogue with all my OP gear because it might be the last frickin' time I can do this crap thanks to frickin' Blizzard's catering to wussy ass mother effers. Like, this is ridiculous. Blizzard is turning into a wussy. Like, it seems like all the developers, like, they have like no backbone. Like, people want to murk people. They want to get better gear so that they can destroy them. They don't want, like this tiptoeing around the battlegrounds and the freaking scaling is ridiculous. And that's the end of my rant, but I'm making a montage of me stomping the Horde, and this can segue into Battle for Azeroth, like, because my hatred for the Horde is almost as much as my hatred for the new decisions that they're making with this scaling. Like, this is ridiculous. I've been forced to start playing, which, by the way, is probably going to be a better game, even though it is made by Blizzard, so I guess it doesn't matter if they have competition there. Overwatch. So if you're sick of fucking World of Warcraft shit, go play Overwatch for a bit. But in the meantime, if anybody wants to group up with me, I'm on Tichondrius, my rogue, item level 956. So I haven't played in a while, but I still have all the I have all the best legendaries. So if you want to group up with me, I'm going to be destroying Horde until Battle for Azeroth comes and ruins World PvP. So I really hope you see this, Blizzard, actually, and you reconsider scaling the World PvP, or if you do scale it, the scaling is actually okay. It's just like, don't scale it to 10%. Like, if you're supposed to do 1 million damage, like, then make them do like at least like 500,000 or something, or like, you know, 750,000 instead of like 100,000. Like, the scaling is fine. It's just don't scale it that much. Like, it needs to be a little bit of unbalance, because then the unbalance just motivates players to maybe even play more. So reconsider this scaling of the World PvP. This is Team Rage, aka Matt, aka it's Leroy Jank, my new Lightforged Dry Knight. It's gonna be litty, as long as they don't freaking nerf it. Please, Blizzard, see this and enjoy my montage, everybody. And the Horde and Argus, I really hope you aren't watching this, because I'm going to come there and fucking destroy you, and the Battle for Azeroth starts now.